once again, the offense was crowded and didn't have much going, so thought we'd try to spread them, and then we actually defended pretty good too. So I thought except for defensive rebounding there for a stretch in the first half, I thought 4 guards did pretty good out there. We got the shots we wanted, we just didn't make them.
I know it's still early and it was just one game. Is there a time where you'll make a decision on how much you want to try that too big thing? And I know it's probably based on
early.
Yeah.
No, we're going to play too big some.
Okay.
We will, and there'll be teams where we can do that. And
Sure.
that'll be the best way for us to play defensively. But tonight wasn't one of those nights.
What do you make of the way Devon attacked the press and got down there?
Well, it was a soft pressure, but designed to make you use time, and then not necessarily designed to steal as much. But what it does, if you get across and then you set back up, you're looking at 15 to 18 on the shot clock, and then you can't run anything. So we just tried to flow into whatever we were in, and we didn't get the ball inside much the first half, but I thought Devon played great. That was a different Devon than we saw on Tuesday night. They're good. I mean, they're really a good basketball team.
What did you think of Moss's play?
Thought he did great considering. I don't think he's 100%. He still looks a little slow to me compared to what he did before he got hurt. But he can stretch it. He's a good shooter. I thought he made 3, but I guess one of them was toe was on the line. But he'll make us play much better offensively. And then the other thing is, I thought he played at a good pace and had just demonstrated some poise. I didn't think he looked rushed at all when he had the ball offensively.
Can you just 2 things about that? The second half compared to the first half for Isaiah, anything had to be said to him? He looked hesitant in that first half to pull the trigger.
It's the first time he's played.
Sure.
So I didn't think he looked hesitant to shoot in the first half. Maybe one, but I don't know if you know, he's not going to turn down many.
Right.
But he didn't get either one to go down in the first half. It's I'm just probably a little bit more comfortable. And he gave up 7 points in a row, and Christian came in. His man scored 7 in a row, and neither one played bad defense. It's just they just were a little surprised, I think, by them just catching and shooting it.
Sure.
And so those are things that we can correct. And Christian didn't have a chance to play much tonight because I thought Tristan and Isaiah obviously played well, but those are all going to be good players. And of course, we lost Jalen for sure. So that's going to be a loss for us. So we're basically down to 9 guys right now.
And when you say Isaiah still looks a step slow, are you talking primarily defensively or?
Both. I don't think he can explode,
push
off. I think he's hesitant to do that. So, but primarily defensively, probably.
Okay.
What is
Scott?
You mentioned Jalen. It looked like he pulled up and came right by you right away on that defensive.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. Well, no, we were on offense. We were on offense, and he said call timeout. And I'm like, coaches can't call timeout. In the first 38 minutes, but I didn't know he was hurt as bad as he did, and it was, and he didn't either. But he said I felt it pop, and so I'm glad there was a stoppage right there. But yeah, it's a bad one. He broke it and requires surgery early next week, and timetable and return will probably be close to 3 months. So I'm not going to make it tell you that he'll for sure set the rest of the year, but the likelihood of that's pretty strong.
What will you? Would you consider changing your mind on Mitch or anything? Yeah, 9 bodies this early in the year is.
Yes, that's not enough. But if you get Mitch, it doesn't help our situation. Now you've got 4 or 5 men as opposed to 3. So that's not going to help us defend on the perimeter. So if one of them were to go down, then I think it probably would. But no, I don't think that's going to play a factor right now.
Bill, their coach said the first 15 minutes that press was pretty effective, and then you guys were able to figure it out. What was the key to that? Was it going to the 4-guard lineup, or just being able to knock down shots after that first 15 minutes that they were pressing?
If you play 2 bigs, you can't really stretch it the way we'd like to. The second half, we didn't make much of an adjustment, but we just put our shooters in the corners and just let Devon and Marcus bring it up and try to hide Doak in the middle. We pitched ahead a lot, and we were able to score 6 or 9 points, I think, from that. So that helped us a lot. But the first half, they weren't effective stealing the ball. They were just effective taking us out of our rhythm, which is what it's designed to do.
From 28 to 10 turnovers, that had to feel like a success.
Yeah, Duke sped us up. The guys were trying too hard, and we didn't play with any poise or much poise. Tonight, I don't think we were sped up. The press didn't speed us up, and guys played with a little bit more poise. So that was positive. Still, I think that Silvio can give us a lot more than what he is right now, and I think David made a shot in the first half, but David and Dope combined, I still don't think we're getting the production out of those guys that we potentially can. But it was much better. It was much better, and I think we'll continue to get better taking care of the basketball.
How much rust there do you still think is for Silvio to knock off? Obviously, he hasn't played in a year and a half.
Yeah, I think there's some. I thought he was a ton better tonight than he was the other night, and but still, he needs something good to happen for him. And he could get a ball down, and had a really good offensive rebound or a free throw where he didn't make it, going back a little layup. But those are good things. I mean, he was more explosive and more aggressive going after the ball, and so he'll get better at that. But the reality of it is when we played him 2 years ago, he played with 4 guards the whole time. So job was ball screen, run the rim. It wasn't complicated. He didn't have to stretch it. He didn't make any shots outside of 10 foot or anything like that. So he needs to get back to playing that way, and then kind of stretch his skill set a little bit after that. But I thought he did fine. I thought his attitude was really good too.
How'd you feel like Tristan played in the small ball lineups?
Great, he played great. He got a great and one in the second half on an offensive rebound, and even though we were still going to win the game, he made the biggest shot of the game too. So they cut it to 10 with a couple of minutes left, and then he sticks a 3 at the top. So that showed me something right there. I thought he played really well. Okay, guys, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Sorry, it took a while for the mic to get back here. Just the bench, what did you think of the bench overall tonight? And then how important can Tristan and Isaiah be for that unit?
Well, they got to be important, and we'll keep starting 2 bigs, I'm sure, but yeah, they're going to be important, but so is Christian Brown. I mean, they've all got to play. We're down to 9 guys. And if you say if we're going to play 4 guards, we're down to 6 players that can play those 4 guard slots. So all of them are going to have to be important players for us to keep moving forward. So losing Mackey early, we didn't anticipate that, and then this with Jalen, that's certainly not what we thought would happen. So Tristan and Christian are going to be real important. Isaiah, we kind of know what we got when he gets healthy. He's done it before, but those 2 are going to be real important to our success.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay.